Welcome back, everybody, to my S Plus professional run for new game. So we're at the start of Chapter 7 here. So we're at the beginning of the castle.
All right, Ashley.
We're going to make quite a few purchases here at the beginning to help us through here. But first we're going to run around here. There's a treasure we can sell for some extra money. The vintage compass, which I don't think gives as much as some other treasures, because it's not one of those ones you can. Oh, 8,000. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna sell the bolt thrower because we're not gonna need that anymore. I know we upgraded it, then we sell it, but it's fine because it's not gonna be needed. We can sell the attachable mines either. We only really needed it for like the Bella sisters and all that. Because once you hit the castle, I think you can get enough firepower to last you through the rest of the game. Especially, you know, you get like a magnum and stuff, which we're gonna buy because we get the recipe to craft ammo, which can be nice. You know, if you have like enough gunpowder and stuff, you can craft yourself some magnum rounds. And we're just 5 short of the exclusive ticket. 5 short on the spinel, which we'll get enough after we do the little request here for the blue medallions while we're doing the cannon bit. This isn't necessarily necessary to do, but you can do it anyways. You know, get the extra money, I guess, because these guys go down in like one shot, so take them out and. And for this guy, it could be a little bit risky. You can either throw a flash grenade, or you can try to run past him if you're feeling extra froggy, I guess. But it's possible that he can jump up on the roof really quickly and then like jump down on you, which is an insta-kill if that happens. Because they bite your head off. So, yeah, if you're feeling extra froggy, you can run past him. I just threw the flash grenade. Just kill him, get it over with. I actually wasn't sure if he was going to drop like an emerald or something, so that's why I killed him. I completely forgot. That's kind of one of the reasons why I did it. The first time I ran this, I just ran past him, and it was fine. He came close to getting me, though, with the grab. And while we're running up the stairs, we can shoot the little counterweight for the cannon, so you don't have to jump down there and do it. It actually makes it a lot faster where you can just kind of beeline to the cannon and blow the door open. But we're also going to play it safe. And we also want the blue medallions. But we're going to play it safe and take out the catapults, because they could be a real problem. I mean, even with Ashley having the armor on, like, she can't be damaged, so that's good. But she can be down by the cannons. I just hit my shots there. Yeah, she can be down by the catapults if she's not wearing the armor, which is bad because, like, you know, she gets hit again, you basically get a game over, and that's not something you want to do. But I mean, if you did save after the Mendez fight at the start of this chapter, it's not that far back. Dude, absolutely rushing to Ashley, but they can't carry her off anyways. Now, the riot gun, the shotgun, I don't think this one's necessarily meant for crowd control. The default shotgun that you get is more suited for that. I think this one's actually more suited for like straight up damage or something, because it has like a tighter spread, as you see with the reticle. So and plus you can shoot enemies at longer distances. Yeah, and I don't know if you saw that. That was one of the examples of like one of the enemies will just go straight for Ashley in the grab, while the other ones will just rush at you to basically distract you or something, you know, to do damage to you while they try to haul off Ashley. Yeah, I wanted to get this one down first because that one's going to shoot. That one's going to shoot around us like that. while the other ones won't really necessarily fire in our general direction. And also be careful, because the enemies will be coming at you. Like, you could try to go for... You could try to go for just blowing up the enemies with the cannon, but, you know.
Present for you.
It's fine. I don't typically mind. I don't really think this area is as difficult as it was in the OG. I thought in the OG this area was kind of annoying. This one's not so bad. It's kind of quick. You can get it over with pretty fast, I think. So it's kind of nice. Dealing with catapults is a pain in the padded ass. Yeah, we cleared out the rest of the enemies. Now we can worry about clearing out these blue medallions here. There's gonna be one down here, which can't really hit with the rifle. And shoot with the pistol down there hanging on that tree. Then you probably saw this other one in between this busted building up here. Yeah, you'll see two of them here. That one you can probably shoot with your rifle if you want to. Not having the laser sight's a pain. It's pain. It's truly pain. Because on my other files, I have like the I have the laser sight and it makes sure. I think it helps, you know, hitting those shots. Plus, like, my favorite handgun is the default one, the starting pistol. But you could pretty much go with any one of them, and you'll be perfectly fine. Whatever your preference is, honestly. I would not say that there's a best handgun for sure. It's all personal preference. Because I think the weapon balancing is pretty good. You can go with pretty much any weapon you want. It's just how you like what you feel you need, you know. And yeah, don't forget this last one that's over here. There you go. Take care of all the blue medallion. And that should give us enough. Maybe, I think. I don't. No, I don't think it gives us 5. It probably only gives us 3, which will be short still. We'll be short 2. But sometimes you can get lucky with spinel drops out of crates like that, because the crates are mostly RNG. Because you saw me get magnum ammo there.
Look at this place. I mean, it's old, but...
Well, look at you, mate. Got a selection.
Oh, we actually did have enough.
Which weapon will
So we
you
bought
be
the exclusive
giving
ticket,
back?
and I ended up putting that on the bolt action rifle for the extra damage. Because I am going to continue using this up until we get to the island, where I am going to switch it out for the Stingray.
You've got an... Don't get yourself killed now.
But you can get the Stingray right now if that's what you want. Like, if you want to sell that rifle and get the Stingray, by all means, go for it. You do not have to follow exactly what I'm doing to a T.
Such a pleasure to finally make your acquaintance, Mr. Kennedy.
Who the hell are you?
Me? Oh, please, call me Ramon. And allow me to get straight to the point. I would like you to hand the girl there over to me. Now.
Yeah, fat chance, Ramon. The girl's just fine. With me.
Mr. Kennedy, Mr. Kennedy. How novel. Nonetheless, you see, the girl must be ours. With a girl as the very source, your United States and then the entire world shall overflow with his grace. For that is the iron will of my master, the most holy, Lord Sadler. So then, you will comply. Yes?
Never!
You heard the lady.
How unfortunate. Do make sure our guest feels at home, now that he has chosen death.
Leon?
Just stay close.
Yeah. At least when it comes to weapons, you don't have to follow exactly what I'm doing to a T.
Open it from the other side.
So here's a nice little thing that you can do. You immediately run over here and send Ashley up, and you get iframes. But it does make it annoying because, yeah, you'll get crowded like that. And that can go actually pretty bad if... Luckily they were being pretty cooperative, so yeah. And the dude with the helmet is just hardwired to pick up Ashley. He wants to go right for her, so he's just sitting there waiting. Waiting for his opportunity to nab her. Yeah, and I just ran into a big circle, ran around in a big circle, and then just ran right in the building. You can avoid having to fight those enemies. Save yourself some ammo, you know. Honestly, like, yeah, if you can do it, definitely do it. You know, if you can avoid fighting enemies, I would definitely take the opportunity to do it. Because it's less ammo that you have to conserve, and it's more ammo that you'll have for those rooms that you have to fight enemies. Here's another one of those ones where we can skip an encounter, and I'll show you how. Although some of you may already know. Maybe. It's not like a glitch or anything, it's just... it's basically just use a flash grenade and then just immediately run to the handle and turn it, you know. And you can get out of here before he... Yeah, you can get out of... You can have the door open before he even recovers from the flash grenade. But what I do is I try to lure him over to where he comes from, you know, like so it gives you enough space. Yeah, we'll make another flash grenade in case we need it. Because you can fight him, but I think it would just cost a little bit of ammo, maybe. I guess if you want his drop, I think he has a treasure or something. Yeah, I'm not too sure how he heard me there, because I'm pretty sure I didn't even hit the chains, but, you know, okay. Yeah, see, if we lure him over here, throw that flash, immediately run over there, you can open up a door. Just watch him swinging. And do not mess around with anything, because I tried to do it. I tried to grab that pot, and he caught me and killed me before I could get to the ladder. So I wouldn't risk it. That's how I died my first attempt and had to reset this.
For now.
But we just want to get to the water hall. Yeah, so we can make a save there. Anybody who knows, you know, the water hall, that can be a pretty toxic area, so yeah, I want to make a save there at least, so. I thought about trying to get through it without... I actually did get through it without having a save. And I got to the next chapter and I died, I think. So I had to reset this whole thing. So I just decided, I was like, no, I'll use a save there. I know, when you're trying to do this within like 15 saves or less. But I think I have a pretty nice buffer zone because I'm pretty sure on the final chapter I won't need a save. For chapter 16, I won't need it. Because what we're doing there strategy-wise is pretty much easy, and then if you're just careful, you can get through it without having a save. Yeah, it's the hardest thing. I think the hardest thing about the S Plus is pretty much figuring out where you're saving. To me, that's probably the hardest part, because you You only have 15 save. There's 16 chapters. You have to be very, very careful. You know, saving multiple times in a chapter is probably not a great idea. Even though there's like some parts that are, you know, that have multiple difficult fights in them to do. Yeah, so that's probably the hardest part, I would say, of the whole run. Because like if you could just save as many times as you want, this shit would be cake. Because you can just save in front of like the hardest parts and then just, you know, basically just retry them until you get it right, you know? Just keep practicing them until you get it down. And the snake one is not there. Now Pro's behind us. It's right here. This is optional, but, you know, we might as well still try to take treasures if we can get them. If they're pretty easy to grab, might as well grab them. Get that money for upgrades on our weapons.
Other?
And if you do have a small key, you can go ahead and use it here. If you've been following along, you probably grabbed that one that was in the church before we got Ashley. And we've been holding on to that one this entire time. There's also a treasure back here as well. Yeah, it's a little bit of backtracking, but it's fine. It's safer, you know. When the enemies aren't there, you don't have to worry about them. You don't have to worry about killing them. But yeah. Now the door's open, climb back up, and then we're pretty much just outside the water hall. So, yippee! The funnest part of the castle. The reason why I'm making a save is because I'm doing something incredibly risky.
Salutation.
You don't have to do that, but I would probably recommend doing it just because it will save you tons of ammo.
Not this guy.
I know the way I play, I'm about saving ammo. I treat this like a survival horror game. Hoard my ammo.
The gallant knight protects the princess fair.
Yeah, this is the, I guess the substitute for him hacking your communications, which didn't make any sense to me. Back in the OG. So yeah, we'll make a save here outside the water hall. I think this is like my later attempt. I was like reloading the save, trying later on. So I think I took a break after that. I just wanted to get that save and then I took a break. I think I tried some like practices to get this down. Because what I do is this. I'm not even going to try to stick around and fight these enemies, at least here at the beginning. So I'm going to take this left path, I'm going to get my shotgun ready. Just blast these fools out of the way. Sometimes I get both of those guys. And then we just run straight down to the bottom. Grab those shotgun shells, we're not going to grab any of the pots, we're not going to worry about any of the enemies here. That guy, sometimes he swings at you, other times he'll be clear out of the way and he won't even, and he'll just walk towards the back of the room. But this time he decided he wanted a piece. And normally that lady's head does not get blown off. But luckily those two dudes were in a nice pattern, so I didn't have to shoot them. Because normally they'll be kind of hogging the lane there, so I shoot them with a shotgun to get them out of the way. But I also shot the lady, the one with the the one where the plaga popped out. Normally I get her out of the way because she'll try to go for a sucker punch. Yeah, that was almost a pretty bad sequence. Because normally those guys will like push you and then they'll try to grab you. Or sometimes they'll punch you and then immediately cancel it into a grab. Yeah, like this. Yeah, like that. That's probably one of the most annoying things I think is in this game, is that the AI is over here playing a fighting game doing animation cancels and stuff like that. But that's why I shoot those dudes that are like pretty much in front of us. I just shoot them. Get them, you know. Don't worry about Ashley. They can't take her. As long as you get up the stairs, you're pretty much good. And the shield guys, I would probably just shoot them too. Because they'll do that thing, they'll bump you with the shield, they'll basically stun you, and then they'll probably hit you. And this is kind of really bad. That was a cluster. You don't have to worry about the archers. They actually stop firing at you once you get far enough back here. As you see, like they all those enemies down there will de-aggro. That's the exact reason why I ran up here. Because I think that spot down there is probably the most obnoxious part of the entire room. So if you quickly get through there, that's why I made the save. So it's incredibly risky. So if things go wrong, you can just reload the save, and hopefully, you know, the enemies will be in a better position for you, you know.
Come on.
But mostly what I would recommend is just using your shotgun. If any enemy's standing in front of you, just blast them. So that way you can just safely run past them.
Yeah,
But yeah, as long as you get up here, you're fine. Those enemies will de-aggro, and you're good. Then the only thing you have to worry about is you know, pretty much taking care of the enemies on the bottom, because the enemies up top won't be able to kidnap Ashley. I mean, they'll stop her from turning the wheel, but they can't kidnap her, so then you can focus on the enemies down on the bottom. The ones that charge you after the first wheel. I know, not having the laser sight. Pew!
Be careful.
Trying to save some of, like, that rifle ammo. But it downed him in like one shot, especially with the you know, the upgrade. So, but it does more damage to weak points. If we were to shoot him in the head, yeah. And then this is where the enemies at the bottom are gonna rush you. Now you can, if you're feeling it, you can throw some flash grenades, you know, stun them, and then more worry about the enemies up top. If you're, you know, if you're super comfortable with your shot, that you can take care of it quickly. I just wanted to make sure that they're down and they're out of the way, because you see that what they're doing here is they're just literally, they're just trapping her there, and she's not gonna move. She's gonna crouch in the fetal position and basically just scream the entire time, like, "Help me! Help me, Leon!" OG Ashley. But yeah, apparently that shield dude's having issues or something.
Present for you.
Like, do I want to use my pistol? No. You know, if she gets there, and you can keep her basically from not getting grabbed, like this can go by pretty fast. She'll turn that wheel and she'll get it done pretty fast. Yeah, see, it worked out for that guy. Then I can just focus. Now I think there's no more enemies that are going to be coming my way, so we can just focus on the ones that are... She's done, and then basically I tell her to come close, she books it over towards us, and that's the waterfall. Simple and easy. Which could otherwise be a very obnoxious area, can be made pretty easy, you know.
Come on.
got it.
Can be made pretty simple. And then we're basically at the end of the chapter here. I'm actually not going to be doing a save yet. I'm able to make it through... I'm able to make it through a pretty good section. Actually, I think I make it through this whole chapter without a save, this next chapter. There's only one area that can be a problem. But
Looks like
we'll discuss that when we get to it.
You okay?
So for right now, we're gonna end off the chapter. So yeah, we'll watch the cutscene. It's actually pretty funny when she's wearing the armor, I think.
Temperance, child.
Yeah, it's pretty funny when she's got the armor on and she's threatening herself with a knife. But yeah. So this is one of the reasons why you want to get to the castle with like an